Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Tutor Time with Miss Allen. I'll be your host today, Miss Allen, and today is another geometry lesson or beginner's geometry lesson for fourth grade or any scholar that needs a review in foundational geometry concepts and skills. So today we're going to be identifying, defining, and drawing perpendicular lines. If you didn't get a chance, you need to check out my geometry video 102 on the YouTube channel Tutor Time with Miss Allen, and that will give you the lesson right before this. With the new math, as parents or teachers would like to call it, every day when we do a lesson, we build on the previous day's lesson. So I already defined perpendicular lines in the last video. So let's define it right now together. So you tell me, what is a perpendicular line? That's right, scholars. It's two lines that intersect and they form a right angle. So it's two lines that intersect. And scholars, what would be another name for intersect? That's right, you guys are so smart. It would be cross. So it's two lines that intersect or cross, and it forms a right angle. So we just defined it, and now we're going to draw a perpendicular line. And in order to draw a perpendicular line, you need some type of straight edge. If you don't have a ruler at home or a trusty yardstick like Miss Allen, you could use the edge of a book. You could also use the case to one of your video games. And I know you guys have video games. So you can use that as your straight edge. And it's really just to make sure that your lines are nice and sharp like I did on these drawings down here. So right now we're going to intersect a line. We're going to bring in our straight edge. And I'm going to draw one line going down. I'm going to go right to the middle, and I'm going to draw a line across it. I'm also going to draw another straight line here and maybe down at the bottom. So scholars, I just intersected or crossed two lines, and so now you can see I can make perfect little box squares right here, and that means that each section here is 90 degrees. If we were using a protractor, we would be able to put the dot at the bottom of the protractor right here, and we should get a 90-degree angle. So let's go a little bit further. I'm gonna name this line A, this line here B, from the center down here is going to be C, and from the center to the left is going to be D. And so I could say that A, and let's make this in the center X. I could say that AXD makes a right angle. So scholars, when we're writing out perpendicular lines, when we're writing it down, how would that look? Well, this is an interesting shape because this is the shape for our intersecting line. And by the way, as you can see, we have two right angles here. A right angle going to the left and a right angle going to the right. So if I wanted to write that these are intersecting angles, what I would write is I could say line AC is perpendicular to line DB. And then we just put the line on top. And I just wrote out AC is perpendicular to DB. AC is perpendicular to DB. It's just that easy. So now I'm going to move my paper up a little bit so you can get a look at all of my drawings. And so the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to start with this one right here, is we're going to label each line. And so I'll use A, B, C, and D. Do I have any right angles? Yes, you guys are so smart. I don't even know why I'm doing these videos. So we have a right angle here, a right angle here, a right angle here, and a right angle here. So I could say that line AB, again, is perpendicular to line AC. And make sure you put your lines on top. I could also say that line BD is perpendicular to line CD. So that's the way that we will write, that we can see and that we're identifying that this shape has right angles and that the perpendicular lines cross. Let's come down to this shape. It is what kind of shape? It is a triangle. Very good. We're going to get into this a little bit later because we have all different kinds of triangles. And Miss Allen will go over that with you on a lesson later on down the line. So yes, this is a triangle. Right here, I can make the square. So I have a right angle. Let's use some different letters. I'm going to use E, F, and G. Because I have a right angle here, that means that line EF is perpendicular to line FG. And if you wanted to, you could write it in reverse. You could also say line FG is perpendicular to line FE. Now let's look at this shape up here. Do I have any perpendicular lines? Let's think about it. First of all, what type of shape is this? That's right, it's an oval. It's not a circle that's 360 degrees, but it is an oval. And so it's kind of shaped like an egg, and it has no two lines that intersect or cross. So this shape has no intersecting lines. Let's come down here to my square. Let's use some different letters. I'm going to use H, I, J, and K. Yes, I have perpendicular lines. These are right angles. I can put the little square, and now I can identify them. I can say line HI is perpendicular to line HJ. I can say that line HJ is perpendicular to line JK. I can now say that line HK, don't forget your lines on top. And if you see, I'm using the last perpendicular line to start my next one. So I started with HI being perpendicular to HJ. Then my second section, I did HJ is perpendicular to JK. And now I can say that, this should have been JK is perpendicular to, now I can say KI. And last but not least, KI is perpendicular to line IJ. And that's how I would write my perpendicular lines. Now, even though these are our traditional shapes, a rectangle, a square, and a triangle, and oval, we can also take our shapes that are not so traditional, and we can also see where we have perpendicular lines as well. So first, I'm going to name our lines. So we ended with K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, and R. So scholars, do I have any right angles? That's right, I do. I have a right angle here. I have a right angle here. Is this a right angle? No. This would be considered a acute angle because it's smaller than 90 degrees. But this also would be an acute angle, and this would also be an acute angle. But look on the outside, scholars. I have right angles here on the outside. So let's start here. I can say MN is perpendicular to NO. I can say now that NO is perpendicular to OP. I can now say OP is perpendicular to PQ. And now I can say PQ is perpendicular to QR. So scholars, that's the end of our video. I hope you find it to be very, very informative and quick and easy. And remember, anytime you need to review, you can always replay the video. So everyone, have a great day, and I'll see you next time on Tutor Time with Miss Allen. Bye.